Higher, further, faster. Here is our list of the top 10 fastest cars in the world, ranked by their unbelievably fast, extraordinary top speeds. 10. Lamborghini Revuelto, 350 kilometers per hour. In an era of downsizing and turbos, the engineers at Lamborghini have stuck to the purity of a naturally aspirated engine for their flagship, Revuelto. However, its 6.5-liter V12 petrol engine is not free of any electric assistance and gets 3 electric motors which help it put out 1,015 horsepower, making the Revuelto the most powerful Lamborghini car ever. The Lamborghini Revuelto can do a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour dash in 2.5 seconds and go to a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. 9. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster, 384 kilometers per hour. The Pagani Huayra, a fantastic-looking Italian hypercar, is engineered with great attention to detail. Most of Huayra BC is built with carbon fiber to keep its weight down and rigidity high. It is equipped with a Mercedes-AMG 6.0-liter twin-turbo V12 petrol engine capable of generating 731 horsepower and 1,000 Newton-meters. With such might in its heart, the Pagani Huayra BC can sprint to 384 kilometers per hour. 8. Aston Martin Valkyrie, 402 kilometers per hour. The collaboration of engineers from Aston Martin and Red Bull Racing has given birth to a peach of a hypercar in the form of the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Now, while the Aston Martin Valkyrie looks like a full-blown racing car, which is supposed to compete in the Le Mans Endurance Championship, it is indeed a production hypercar. The 6.5-liter hybrid V12 petrol engine produces a total output of 1,160 horsepower, capable of rocketing this F1-inspired car from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds. 7. Koenigsegg Regera, 403 kilometers per hour. Following the McLaren Speedtail is the Koenigsegg Regera with the same top speed of 403 kilometers per hour. The Regera held the previous 0 to 400 to 0 kilometers per hour record, which has now been claimed by the Jesco Absolute. Equipped with a 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 petrol engine, the Regera can reach its top speed using only one gear. Yes, you read that right. Whether you cruise at 40 kilometers per hour or accelerate to reach the top speed, you can do it all in only one gear. This is because of the single-speed fixed-gear transmission of the Regera, often called a direct drive. 6. McLaren Speedtail, 403 kilometers per hour. As a hybrid hypercar, the McLaren Speedtail gets 306 horsepower of power assistance from its electric motor, which in tandem with a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 petrol engine gives a total output of 1,036 horsepower. These high-octane power figures with an immensely aerodynamic teardrop design make the Speedtail the fastest McLaren car with a top speed of 403 kilometers per hour. 5. Rimac Nevera, 412 kilometers per hour. Rimac Nevera electric cars are renowned for offering instant acceleration. However, the added weight of heavy batteries can curb their top speeds. This is where the Rimac Nevera breaks the mold. This zippy electric car packs a big 120 kilowatt-hour battery connected with 4 electric motors which produce 1,914 horsepower and 2,300 newton-meters torque. This force is enough to launch the Nevera from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 1.9 seconds and reach the top speed of 412 kilometers per hour. Moreover, it's worth mentioning that the Nevera is completely built with carbon fiber to keep its weight in check. 4. Hennessy Venom F5, 482 kilometers per hour. The Venom F5 is equipped with a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8 petrol engine, which produces 1,817 horsepower power and 1,617 newton-meters of torque, and makes the Venom F5 sprint from a standstill to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.6 seconds. The Venom F5 can reach the top speed of 437 kilometers per hour for now, while Hennessy wants to push its limits and is targeting a top speed of over 300 miles per hour or 482 kilometers per hour. 3. SSC Tuatara, 474 kilometers per hour, SSC Tuatara. While the W16 engine of the Bugatti Chiron packs a solid punch, it's slightly complicated in construction. In contrast, the American supercar, SSC Tuatara, brings a simpler, tried and tested V8 construction per hour. 2. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 plus, 489 kilometers per hour. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 plus. If you grew up in the 2000s, then you will most likely remember the legendary Bugatti Veyron as the fastest car. Well, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is the successor of the Bugatti Veyron and brings the same sprightly spirit. It is powered by an 8.0-liter quad, turbocharged W16 petrol engine, which churns out 1,600 horsepower. With this, as the name suggests, the Chiron Supersport 300 Plus can rocket over 300 miles per hour or 489 kilometers per hour. The French hypercar achieved this speed at Volkswagen's Arlesian test track. However, the Chiron 300 Plus doesn't hold an official world record, though because it was driven in one direction only. To set the record, a car needs to drive twice in opposite directions, which Bugatti skipped for some reason. 1. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, over 500 kilometers per hour, claimed. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. The Swedish automaker, Koenigsegg, is acclaimed for making some of the fastest hypercars, and the 2024 Jesko Absolute is aimed to be the wildest offering so far. Equipped with a 5-liter twin-turbo V8 petrol engine, which produces 1,600 horsepower, the Jesko Absolute can do a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour dash in 2.5 seconds. Moreover, in a recent discussion with Top Gear, Koenigsegg's chief, Christian von Koenigsegg, revealed that the latest Jesko Absolute can achieve a top speed of over 500 kilometers per hour. Now, this might sound like a marketing statement, but they seem to have done some serious simulations and are pretty sure about their estimations. Recently, the Jesko Absolute nabbed world records as well. It did 0 to 400 to 0 kilometers per hour in 27.83 seconds. In simpler terms, it sprinted to 400 kilometers per hour from a standstill and was back to a standstill in 28.81 seconds. For context, that's the time it takes most mass-market cars to reach 100 kilometers per hour. Moreover, it achieved a top speed of 412 kilometers per hour, making 3 more world records in the process. These include 0 to 400 kilometers per hour in 18.82 seconds, 0 to 402 kilometers per hour in 19.2 seconds, and 0 to 420 kilometers per hour in 28.27 seconds. Reports also suggested that even after clocking 412 kilometers per hour, the Jesko Absolute could go even faster.